Let's take a look at that temperature trend coming on in, and boy, we've got a nice looking day coming tomorrow. 80 degrees, and I kind of rounded off Friday here, right back to where we should be at 80 degrees, but look at the little dip in temperatures right in the middle, dropping down to 73 on Thursday, so a little cooler weather coming in, and that will come in with the breeze as we go to Wednesday and Thursday. But then, look at this, drop down to 69 degrees next Monday, and I'm looking ahead here, and the trend could be to keep those temperatures in the upper 60s, and that long range is showing the atmosphere still kind of starting to throw down some cool areas into the northwest. But typically in October, a weather pattern will set up at some point in October, and that's the one that could repeat for an entire year. So a brand new weather pattern may be coming in October. That may set the stage for what will happen over the winter season. In the meantime, here's our recreation forecast coming up for tomorrow. Boating and whitewater rafting. I've just put some yellows here just because of the cooler temperatures coming in. Kite flying, obviously dependent a lot on the wind. Yellow here because there'll be light wind, but this is going to go to green on Wednesday when the wind starts to kick back up a little bit. But camping, hiking, mountain biking, outdoor sports all look great coming up tomorrow. Great time of year, getting to those higher elevations, starting to see those leaves changing, some real pleasant conditions. And in the northeast, things have improved as far as the weather goes, except the fact that now we've got some thunderstorms and a big line of storms forming here over North Carolina and South Carolina as well. The remnants of our system still slowly tracking through northern West Virginia. We'll head towards Pennsylvania. But again, flooding is that huge problem. Why don't take a look at the river levels. Just loaded the latest observed river levels. Everything in purple and red is moderate to major flooding. The purple is the major flooding, and you can see all of the individual rivers and gauges here in North Carolina. Here's Wilmington down to South Carolina and all the way up even into Roanoke. The yellow here is near flood stage. You look out 72 hours, so that's 3 days from now. All of these purple gauges right here, all major flooding continuing from much of North Carolina, from Myrtle Beach northward here. Many of the gauges even into southern Virginia, seeing that major flooding occurring. Some all-time records being broken here. So that is the huge problem. All that water has got to get back to the ocean, and it's got to go through these rivers to do it, and there's a lot of water indeed. So 20 this morning in Redfish Lake. Nice chilly start to the day. If you got a chance to get outside this morning, you notice the cool air in the mountains on the chilly side. But from 20 in the morning to 70 in the afternoon, 50-degree temperature spread. That's pretty nice for hiking as well. Nice and crisp in the morning with that comfortable weather. We still have the breezes and dry conditions. This area is under a red flag warning. So again, it's still dry out there. We still have to be careful with fire. This fire season is just not over yet. You see red flag warnings down to the south. No major storm showing up. There's a little weak front here that's going to push through on Wednesday and kick up the wind a little bit. In fact, here's tomorrow's futurecast. Enjoy the blue skies. Looks beautiful outside. On Wednesday, you don't even really see it, but a frontal system goes by dry. Just some wind. It kicks up, but we still keep the sunshine around. That on Thursday gets a little bit more active up to the north here. Northern Idaho could get a system bringing some rain in, and we'll keep an eye on this. But all in all, southern Idaho is still looking pretty good here. Extended forecast. We go through the week with the temperatures kind of going up and down a little bit. Let's look ahead to the weekend for Redfish Lake on the top and McCall on the bottom. We're in the 60s, but here's that system on Monday, which could bring some of the higher elevations, some rain and snow around Redfish Lake. And you see these 50s here. That could continue for some time after this. I'll have to keep an eye on this. In the meantime, the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook, generally warmer than normal to the south, and we could be cooler than normal. So this isn't this week, it's the following week. Week 2, we'll call it. A chance for being below average and with more precipitation starting to move in. So we may finally start to get some showers pushing into southern Idaho. We've had a little bit over last weekend, but really nothing major. Not saying it's going to be major, but we might start to see some moisture actually finally beginning to move back in. I know if you're cutting hay, I saw a lot of hay laying on the ground. It takes a long time for this last cutting of hay to dry out. Hopefully it stays dry long enough for you. Tomorrow should help with an 80-degree afternoon. Lots of sunshine in the central mountains. Another very pleasant day coming up for tomorrow. 75 in Riggins. What a beautiful day it's going to be in Riggins and Council tomorrow. Indian Valley will be just perfect with those blue skies. 76 in Pleasant and Fairfield with light wind on the Camas Prairie. And even to the Magic Valley, eastern Idaho looks dry. So here's that cold front. We go from 80 on Tuesday Wednesday. Thursday, we go down to 73. That's a big temperature drop, but we're right back up to 80 on Friday. So this is a quick passing cool wave for Wednesday and Thursday. Warms up for the beginning of the weekend, holds in the mid 70s, and right now we've got a pretty good cool down coming in on Monday. Now, will that come in earlier and affect Sunday? That's something I'm going to keep an eye on, because you may have some travel plans, some weekend plans, but a lot of people do travel on Sunday, so even if it does come in a little earlier and we get cooler on Sunday, it may not affect you. But Saturday right now looks okay. I've got pleasant in there, but you see a few clouds starting to show up as well. We're getting to that time of year. September's typically dry, but October can go either way. It can start out dry, and then the rains and the storms can come in, and the snow in the mountains.
Sure, and the leaves are starting to change already on some of the trees. Yeah.
John was raking already. I
was trying to get.
He's warming up, just getting the motion down.
That's about it.
Trying to get ahead.
Yeah, trying.
Thanks, Scott.